How ancient humans really had sex tonight. Imagine a world with no cities, no dating apps, no marriage certificates, no bedrooms, just small groups of humans trying to survive another day. You might assume ancient humans had simple, primitive relationships, but the real answer is far stranger. The way your ancestors found partners, fell in love, and raised children helped shape the modern human brain. In many ways, your own relationships still follow rules written hundreds of thousands of years ago. For most of human history, people lived as hunter-gatherers. Groups were usually small, often between 20 and 50 individuals. Everyone depended on everyone else. Finding food, avoiding predators, and protecting children required constant cooperation. So where did sex fit into this picture? Many people imagine prehistoric life as chaotic, where everyone simply mated whenever they wanted. Movies often show cavemen fighting over women with clubs. But science paints a very different picture. Researchers studying modern hunter-gatherer societies, along with archaeological evidence and genetics, suggest that early humans developed surprisingly complex social relationships. Why? Because human babies are incredibly difficult to raise. Unlike many animals that become independent within weeks or months, a human child depends on adults for years. That means one parent often wasn't enough. Mothers, fathers, grandparents, older siblings, and even unrelated members of the group all played important roles. Anthropologist Sarah Hrdy calls humans cooperative breeders. In simple terms, your ancestors survived because they worked together. Sex wasn't only about having children. It helped create long-term bonds between people. Those bonds increased trust. Trust increased cooperation, and cooperation dramatically improved the chances that children survived long enough to become adults. That alone may have changed human evolution forever. Charles Darwin introduced the idea of sexual selection, explaining that many traits evolve because they help individuals attract partners rather than simply survive. Later, evolutionary biologist Robert Trivers developed the theory of parental investment. His idea was simple. The more time and energy parents invest in raising offspring, the more carefully they choose mates. Humans invest more in children than almost any other species, so choosing a trustworthy partner became incredibly important. But attraction isn't only about personality. Your brain constantly notices signals you don't even realize. Healthy skin, clear eyes, facial symmetry, confidence, even the sound of someone's voice. These small details may have served as clues about health and reproductive fitness for thousands of generations. Today, they still influence attraction, even if you never consciously notice them. Then something even more fascinating happens. When people fall in love, the brain releases chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin. Dopamine creates excitement and motivation. Oxytocin strengthens emotional bonds and feelings of trust. These chemicals encourage couples to stay together during the demanding years of raising children. In other words, love isn't just poetry, it's biology. Of course, not every ancient society looked the same. Humans spread across Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, and eventually the Americas. Different environments created different cultures. Some groups probably formed lifelong partnerships. Others may have had more flexible relationships. There was never one universal rule. That's why archaeologists are careful. Bones don't tell us who loved whom. Ancient campsites don't record conversations. Scientists combine fossils, DNA, ancient burials, and studies of living hunter-gatherer societies to build the best possible picture. Every new discovery adds another piece to an enormous puzzle. One surprising clue comes from grandparents. Humans live much longer after reproduction than most animals. Some researchers believe grandparents played a major role in helping raise children, allowing mothers to have more surviving offspring. This idea is known as the grandmother hypothesis. If true, your grandparents aren't just important today. Their role may have shaped human evolution itself. Perhaps the biggest surprise is this. Ancient humans weren't emotionally primitive. They likely experienced love, jealousy, grief, friendship, hope, and heartbreak. Just like you, the details of their cultures were different, but the emotions that connected people may have been remarkably familiar. So the next time you wonder why attraction feels so powerful, why heartbreak hurts so deeply, or why people search for lasting relationships, remember this: your brain wasn't designed for modern life. It was shaped across hundreds of thousands of years by survival, cooperation, family, and love. The question was never simply how ancien